Hi everyone! I have a book review for you tonight, as I just finished The Lion in Glory. The Lion in Glory by Shannon Drake. But this is actually her pseudonym and her real name is Heather Graham. Oh, I still have this in the bookmark because there's something I still want to read. So. Anyway, I despised this book. And I'm gonna put it down. Why did I despise this book? The entire time, our couple was always fighting with each other. There's just such negativity throughout the entirety of the book, and like there's this part where it says, you may be angry with me, but that anger can lead to great sexual passion. And like, yeah, that might be true, but like, if you two are supposed to be our couple that we're supposed to love and fall in love with and care for, you're both just, well, Jamie is really ridiculous. He's stupid. I hate him. I hate the way he's acting. And you don't find out why he acts the way he does until literally the last section of the last chapter. Okay, I'm gonna show you. So, here, take this break. Here, all the way to the end of the chapter, which is like, right there. So, how long is this, chapter? This is chapter 23, and there's a bunch of pages there. So it's literally, he's a stupid male. Like, oh my god. Granted, yes, she is a hostage, but then when they get to Langley, and also, Jamie is Eric, whom we met in book 4, that's his cousin, and literally we go back to Langley, and I don't know why we go to Langley when I think that's actually Ingrania's brother's, holding, like, that's supposed to be his place. We don't even see Ingrania's brother again in this book, but whatever. So we go there, and like she's treated as, like a hostage to guest. Like she has freedom around the castle, but she can't leave the castle, such like that. So just there is nothing in this. If this was my book, I would have thrown this stupid book across the wall, across the room, and be like, you two are fucking bullshit and crap. Though, reading Christina's point of view, you know why she acts the way she does. Whereas Jamie, he's always pissed off at her, he's always angry at her, and literally doesn't let her do anything. And then, she kind of is like, I want to kind of have sex with you to keep you from my brother's fiance. And then, for some reason, she randomly falls in love with him. And it's like, there was no part in this book where ever you got the sense of like, oh wow, I'm falling in love with this guy. I did not fall in love with Jamie. I was in love with Jamie. I did like Jamie in Knight Triumph, the previous book before. I liked him. He was a funny character and he was sweet. Then we come to this book and he's a complete cold, hard-ass dick. He's mean, and yes, I'm using all these lovely swear words, but I don't really care. And yes, my coughing has gotten worse. Sorry. Oh my god. I hate Jamie now. Like, Jamie is stupid, he's ridiculous, and just, I know she's trying, she's English and he's Scottish, and she's trying to do stuff to rescue her brother, who, does it say? Yeah. Who's been, imprisoned, wrongfully imprisoned for, telling the king, like, you should be helping your barons, or, these households that, you know, look to you as their king and whatever, but you don't help them. You just, yeah. So you understand her like reasons why she's doing what she does, but you don't understand how I don't understand how she falls in love. And you know, like when I first read Jamie, he kind of basically falls in love with her looks. So he's like, sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Frazzled a little bit. Like my hair's still drying. And what? I did not like these characters. Though the plot of this story, of the fact that, you know, someone, you know, is trying to rescue her brother and trying to get back into their family back into the graces of the king, or like their sovereign. And because they're warring with another country, you know, you don't want to, you know, willingly go with your captor and be like, oh my god, you're siding with, you know, the wrong side, so, you know, I'm just gonna kill you, and I'm taking your title, and blah blah blah. So, you know, I'm gonna throw myself as a hostage to the enemy to be in good graces, but, you know, then along the way, you know, we're gonna fall in love with each other, but we're still going to be a little awkward. So, like, the plot of it is good. I like the basic story idea, but the way Shannon, wait, I'm just gonna say Shannon just because that's the author that's on there. She executed this so badly, and also half the time I didn't understand what they were speaking, like when the speaking parts were happening, or like when she was showing their thought process. Mainly when they were speaking. Just I didn't understand because of the way she was writing it. It was like, okay, what the hell did you just say? I'm supposed, oh my god, it just frustrated me to no end. This book, I don't think I had this much trouble in the previous books. If I did, well, whatever. This was one of the worst books in this entire series. And the first time they had sex was great. It was lovely detailed. You got to read the stuff. But then every other time they had sex, just nowhere. You understood none of it. And so it didn't even sound like they were having sex. It just sounded like they were like, it sounded like he was molesting her body, and then just, you know, they fell asleep. I read this series because I owned the book 4, and I think, like, I would not recommend this book. I wouldn't so much recommend this series because I feel like I've wasted my time with this series. I only read it because I had book 4, and like when I find out it's part of a series, I kind of feel like I have to, just to find out if I like this series or not, or like if I like the author, if I just like that series, or I just like the specific book that's mine, or whatever. Initially I like the first book, and I kind of did like the 4th book, but only in certain aspects, only because I think Eric and Ingredient actually, by the time you get to like the beginning of the third part, you know, they start actually, you know, showing that they're like somewhat in love with each other, or like they show like, you know, that they have feelings for each other, and they're like sort of fighting it, but they also, you know, they're kind of like, I kind of really want to be with you, but just, maybe it's wrong or whatever. And then the first book, like, he was really super over-dominating and it's just ridiculous. But they came to like an understanding of sorts, and I wish I had been able to read Conquer the Night because that was book 2. I might have had more understanding, but I went right from book 1 to book 3. Whatever. I think, yeah, would not recommend this book I read, this series in total, but if you want to read it, book 1 and book 4 are, I think, the better books. I liked them a lot better. I can remember them more. I can't really remember Seize the Dawn. I can't remember that one much. So, yeah. I don't remember his name. Well, I don't remember the first book's name, but I remember his personality, just the way he was, and like the way that story went. Yeah. So, yeah. Nah. Not a very good book, and just, oh, it was just freaking, wait, I do remember, do I? Yes, it was the Pirates one, and she was going to marry a French person. Yeah, she married a French dude, they came back, and her husband was poisoned by her sister-in-law, or is it? No, yeah. So I think I did like book 3 too, in a general sense, not hugely, but I'll have all those books in the comments below. Well, I should have the playlist to that book series. I won't have each individual one, but I will have, excuse me, that series down below in the oh my god. I will have that series playlist in, you know, the DVD below. And yeah, so the next book I would be reading is The Rank by Suzanne Nock, but I don't own that book. My library doesn't have it, so I have to put it on interlibrary loan. So I don't know exactly when that's coming. I literally just put it on interlibrary loan today. So I get to read one of my books, and it will redeem my love for romance novels, adult romance novels, and that is this book, Dark Challenge by Kristin Feehan. I am so glad to get back into this world because even though Grigori was, oh my god, that couple, just finding out how they got together, it's ridiculous. And it's not a good ridiculous. It is, you know, stupid ridiculous. I like them, you know, as they've progressed through their life, and, you know, they get to, there's more a relaxation, a more leniency, and they can, well, Savannah can do kind of what she wants, I think. Granted, I haven't read later books in this series in a long time, like, you know, Dark Slayer, Dark Curse, where you meet Savannah and Grigori again as like an established couple. Yeah, so I get to read this book, and I probably I hope I get to read this soon, because then I get to read another one. Yes. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to start this one, so let's read the back. And it is, I just read the first line. It's like, it is the second twins book. This is Julian, twin to Aiden Savage. So, yay! Julian Savage was golden, powerful but tormented. For the brooding hunter walked alone, always alone, far from his Carpathian kind, alien to even his twin. Like his name, his existence was savage, until he met the woman he was sworn to protect. When Julian heard Desari, D-E-S-A-R-I, I believe it's Desari, but apparently she goes, but like, there's certain, in the previous book there's mentioned of like her real name, this is her stage name and a nickname, something like that. When Julian heard Desari sing, rainbows swamped his starving senses. Emotions bombarded his hardened heart, and a dark hunger to possess her flooded his loins, blinding him to the danger stalking him. And even as Desari inflamed him, she dared to defy him. With mystery, unparalleled unparalleled feminine powers. Was Desari more than his perfect mate? Julian had met his match in this woman, but would she drive him to madness or save his soul? Was she more than his mate? That's just a little red line right there. Oh, wait, huh? They were masters of the darkness, searching through eternity for mistress of the night. So we've got another, as I think I said to myself early before something when I was mentioning, to myself, talking to myself. Julian is going to be another overbearing, overdominant male, but this one seems like he's going to be more of a man like Mikhail and Jacques, where they're not as possessive or like overbearing, overdominating, and like, you stay at home, you're gonna stay at home, you're gonna breed for me, and blah 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 blah, you're just gonna not be allowed to do anything, and you're not gonna be able to go fighting and join our cause and whatever. It seems like he might be a better man, as I said, in like Mikhail and Jacques. I don't know. We shall see. It seems like he's going to be, which is good. Ooh, but this. We should not be doing this, Desari said desperately, determined not to allow Julian Savage to control her. His mouth touched her neck, his breath fanning the pulse throbbing so frantically beneath her skin. Hunger flared in her, hot and erotic, like nothing she had ever known. Holy shit, I'm reading porn to you. This is exactly what we should be doing, Kara. He breathed. He breathed as his teeth scraped back and forth over her pulse, sending heat dancing through her. Desari closed her eyes, his body hot and hard and aggressive as he held her to him, turned her own into a living, breathing flame. Savage was dangerous, a predator, a powerful Carpathian male, yet he held her protectively, kissed her as if she were the most precious thing in the world. How could she not fall under his spell? She made a sound, a low moan of alarm. Her fists found his mane of golden hair and clung for support. He was stealing her soul, taking her heart. He was ensnaring her for all time, and she was giving herself to him without a fight. Yeah. Ooh, that's stuff there to read. We go right into chapter 1. Probably, 18 chapters. They're not always very long, strangely enough. Barbie and the Beast. Oh my god. Wow. Her name literally is Barbie in this book. Apparently this book is by Linda Thomas Sundstorm? S-U-N-D. Oh, Sunstrom. Sorry. Okay. That's an interesting book there. Yeah, so this is this book, and I'm going to be reading this now. Well, maybe not right now, because I want to upload the video I edited so that it's done, because I finished it Thursday. Excuse me. Yeah, I believe so. Thursday or Friday. Last Thursday, Friday. So anyway, yeah. That is the end of my book review. I did not like that book. I did not like it very much. So if you did like my book review, please hit that like button down there. And if you've read The Lion Glory, any of the Graham series, the Graham family series, because literally it's like descendants from the original Graham family from book 1, and what you thought of the book, if you've read it, if you liked it or didn't, if you've read anything from Heather Graham / Shannon Drake, or anything similar, like recommendations for me, just leave it in the comments below. Just don't be negative and don't be nasty, because we do not need that in the world, okay? We don't. And if this is the first time you're watching my video, please hit that big red subscribe button down there by my picture for more book reviews, hauls, let's plays, unboxing, unbagging, somebody's coming, a bubble wrap, an envelope, or plastic bag wrap thingy, vlogmas, random vlogs, and random videos. I have no idea if I categorize. Alright, I need to deal with my throat. I need to cough. I need to hack. I need to blow my nose. And I want to upload that video. So, I will see you all in my next video. And I don't know what that's going to be. Bye, everyone.